and Mark Andrews drops it. Ultimately, though, the quarterbacks and the coaches are the only individuals on the team who get wins and who get losses. They're the only two players and or coaches that get credited with that. That's just how the game goes, Mark. That's how the game goes.
That's terrible.
That's why they get paid a lot.
That's why they get paid the most money. Shady McCoy.
Serious?
What happened?
Real quick, though. Everywhere I see on social media, and even here, like, the only name we hear is Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
And I get it.
Not here.
I mean,
No, you ain't hear that here. We put a lot of blame on Mark.
I ain't see Mark face up there.
No, you're not.
I ain't see Mark face up there.
You don't see Mark face behind you.
Mark facing up there. Josh
Put Mark up there, too, though.
We'll work on that. Let's get Mark Andrews' face up
We
there.
want Mark Andrews.
Yeah, bro. Please.
Shady, right now, though, was it a wasted season for Lamar? He didn't even make it to the AFC Championship game, let alone the Super Bowl.
We got to stop this.
We gotta stop.
You keep making me cry every day. Let me get this straight, though, real quick. So I want to be straight. Did he have 5,000 yards?
Yes, he
Check.
did.
Yes, he did.
Did he have 45 touchdowns?
Check.
Wait. Did he have 4 picks?
Only.
Only check.
Oh, check.
And we saying that's a wasted season? Let me just say this. For all the people out there that want to say it's a wasted season, player, GM,
Tripping.
coaches, friends,
Tripping.
TV analysts,
Speak. Tripping.
exes.
Tripping.
You know exes do like to hate. But
do.
you did, though. Don't think you lost. You know, all I'm saying is it's hard to do, and they can't do it.
They do it.
And I won't sit up here and say that's a wasted season because he actually put his helmet on, put his cleats on, and went out there and put them stats
went
up.
to work.
It did happen. So I'm going to say no, it's not a wasted season.
he did.
It's hard as hell to have 5,000 yards and 45 touchdowns
No question.
and only throw 4 picks. Wasted season.
Yeah.
And the people that say that is a wasted season, I know for sure
Yeah. They can't do it.
they can't do it.
That's well
Rest your
said.
case, Your Honor.
That's well said.
That's it.
That is well said. That is well said. It's just hard for me to answer with my chest.
Yeah.
I'll personalize it, though. Depending upon Lamar Jackson's goal, it was a wasted season. It was. My senior year in college, Shady, I went back for my senior year, though I wanted to declare after my junior year from Texas because my brother left after the junior year. I went to the national championship my sophomore year, so I'm like, what am I still in college for?
Yeah.
I can leave after my junior year, dip with my brother, let's both go to the league. But I said, you know what? I'm going to come back my senior year. I want to be a unanimous All-American. I don't want there to be no indecision. I want to be the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. I want to get drafted in the first 3 rounds. I had goals, bro. I literally set the goals atop my bedpost, and every morning I woke up. I looked at them. Every night before I went to sleep, I looked at them. I tore my quad at the NFL Combine. I didn't get drafted in the first 3 rounds. I wasn't a unanimous All-American. I was a third-team AP All-American, and I wasn't Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I finished the season an All-American, had 130 tackles, had 13 TFLs. Cool. It was a waste for me. I felt like, yo, Acho, you should have just left your junior year for this. Now, I doubt many people, if any people watching this show can suggest they could have had 130 tackles in a collegiate season. I doubt many people, if any people, could suggest they would have had 13 tackles for loss. I doubt many people, if any people, could suggest they would have been a third-team All-American. But for me, it was a waste.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hit the marks that I wanted to hit, and the only reason I did it that year was to hit the marks. James Jones, if I write a book and it's not a New York Times bestseller, bro, to me, your boy, it's a waste.
Yeah.
Because I got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people probably couldn't do that. And some people might still suggest, hey, man, but it was such a good... Bro, I got goals. I got ambitions, D. So I agree with Shady, and I'm not even saying... I can't speak for Lamar. I can't speak for
there
Lamar.
we go.
But if his goal was Super Bowl, he did get an All-Pro.
So real quick, before you go, right? No, because that was great, though. No. And I like that, though, the way you did it. Because
Play both sides.
and
he even said, I'm not going to say it with my chest. I'm going to play both
what
sides.
I like that you said, though, that was your goals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That you didn't get.
Yep.
There's times where I didn't reach my goals,
Yeah.
but you can't say it because you know who you're talking to. You see what I did out there. So you're right. Lamar Jackson didn't reach his goals. He talked about Super Bowl. He didn't even talk about MVPs. Everybody else talked about MVPs for him. He talked about Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So for him, it may be a waste season in his mind.
No question.
But for us,
Yeah.
we cannot say and say it's waste season for him.
Yeah.
Well said.
I go back and forth. I'm the same because if you remember the sound of Lamar Jackson at the end in the press conference of the game, he was like, I'm so tired of this bleep. It's just turnover. So clearly his goal is to get to a Super Bowl and to win a Super Bowl. So for that reason, I'm sure for Lamar's thinking it's a wasted season. I don't think it's a wasted season for him, though. For a lot of the things Shady said, and we can talk about your legacy and this and with that, you know, the one thing I want to be able to mention is, like, we're so, like, used to having exact success, like right away success, right? There's levels to it, in my opinion. And some of the greats of all time, it's taken them whiles to win playoff games, and that's just in the culture we're in. But the first 7 years of Lamar's career, okay, in Baltimore, they have 80-plus wins. In 7 years. It's the exact same thing as the 98 to 2004 Colts. They had 80-plus wins. And the quarterback during that time, mind you, is Peyton Manning. You know what Peyton Manning's first career record was in his first 7 seasons in the playoffs? He was 3-5. He had 2 regular season MVPs. And you know what happened 2 years after, in Manning's 9th season? They finally broke through. They went 4-0 in the playoffs, and they broke through to win a Super Bowl. I'm just saying, like, Lamar's destiny and Lamar's legacy is so far from written right now. Like, as long as Lamar Jackson is the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, the Super Bowl window is wide open. Now, he does have to break through. But just because he didn't do it in their first 7 seasons, in my opinion, doesn't mean that this season was wasted.
That's really good with him and Peyton Manning up there and all that type of stuff. And I agree. Lamar Jackson is special. Lamar Jackson is a game changer. Lamar Jackson is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The Super Bowl window is wide open if Lamar Jackson is the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. But Lamar Jackson has accomplished everything but getting to that game.
Yeah.
Unanimous MVP, 80 wins, all this stuff. Look like Superman every single year. Look better and better every single year. He has accomplished everything except getting to the Super Bowl. If Lamar Jackson was Joe Burrow right now, and he don't got no All-Pros, and he don't got no MVPs, none of that, heck of a season. If Lamar Jackson was not a quarterback and he was Saquon Barkley or he was Jamar Chase, heck of a season. Any year. Because running backs and wideouts ain't graded off Super Bowl appearances and W's and all that. Lamar Jackson's season was a failure because he did not get to that game. And there ain't no way around that, man. There ain't no way around it. You put all this stuff on tape and you play as well as you played to get to that game. We all said we've never seen this Lamar Jackson before. And this Lamar Jackson had the best chance to get to the Super Bowl, and he did not get to the Super Bowl. In my humble opinion, with everything that he's accomplished already, now, if he didn't have no MVPs and all that, this is a heck of a year. He finally got his first MVP. But he has all that already, and he hasn't got to that game yet. So if you ask me if it was a waste of a season the way he looked this year and you didn't even get to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, man, it's a waste for me.
This is my point. So, you know, I was blessed to get an opportunity to be on with Fox. And the first show was Speak, right? My boy made some calls, right? I did good on the test. They hired me, right? And in the first year, Acho, Joy Taylor, and Dave Hellman, they will always bring up these Super Bowls. And they be like, oh, Super Bowl or bust, everything, Super Bowl. And I'm sitting here, and I'm new on set, I can't really say how I feel because I'm new. I mean, I know some people come on a new show, they just do what they want, like Chase. But I was trying to, so I'm sitting there like, okay, so I had enough. And one day I said, guys, listen, I played in the NFL for a long time, and I played at a high level with a lot of great quarterbacks.
All pro level, yeah.
And when I look around the league, who's winning Super Bowls? We keep talking about it. You keep talking about it. We keep talking about it.
We talked about the AFC.
Who are winning Super Bowls? I want to know.
Patty Mahomes.
And who else?
Brady and Pat.
Matthew
Burrow's
Stafford,
got one in
Brady.
there. Stafford
You get
got
what I'm
one.
saying? So we the only guy that consistently goes all the time, right, is Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
If we shooting jump shots, right, and I got 10 shots to make however many I'm going to make, and you have 1, 2,
Who's making more?
who's gonna make more? Every time you look around,
your shot.
Patrick Mahomes is going to the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. That's what we're living in. It's his era right now.
Yeah.
Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, that's what they're doing. Back in the day, because you showed Peyton Manning, phenomenal. One of my favorite quarterbacks of all time is Peyton Manning. But when it was Tom Brady's era, him and Bill Belichick, I'm sorry, we're gonna just leave Tom. Tom's era, when he was winning championships and he was going every year, nobody else was really winning championships.
Nobody.
So hold up.
Go ahead.
So are you telling me that all them years, all them quarterbacks that didn't go to the Super Bowl, you telling me that was wasted seasons?
The ones that accomplished what Lamar accomplished. That's why we talked about Peyton like that. because
Peyton
he had-
did it.
But I'm saying, and we talked about him like that before he broke through.
Aaron has 4 of them.
Yeah. And how do we talk about him?
Only one.
Everybody says how great the dude is.
Only one.
So
I say how great he is. Everybody else kills my
Aaron
dog on
Rodgers is a
TV.
great quarterback.
He
We can
is.
joke about it. He is different.
But it's a
dude,
lot of people who kill him because he has not been back to a Super Bowl.
All I'm saying to you, James Jones, is like this is super crazy disrespectful to say that this man has 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns, only 4 picks, and you say it's a wasted season?
Yeah, I do.
And in the way they lost is because his man, his best target, dropped the freaking two-point conversion. And to say all them years is wasted is crazy.
No, I'm not saying
it's
all
only
those
Tom
years.
Brady and it's only Patrick Mahomes that goes back and forth to Super Bowl every other year.
I'm not saying all those years.
It's disrespectful.
The years that he won his first
Stevie, give me my
MVP
take.
and all them is not wasted. We were on Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning was throwing for all these yards and all these touchdowns and winning MVPs and not balling in the playoffs and not getting teams to that game.
And we said
were on him. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I'll let you talk. Yeah. After he won those MVPs, those years that he failed in the playoffs was wasted, in my humble opinion. Aaron Rodgers. And first off, we talking about dudes who been there. This man ain't even been there. We own Aaron Rodgers, and he been there and won one. And we still talk bad about Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers has 4 MVPs. And if you ask me about Aaron Rodgers, after the Super Bowl and he won those MVPs, those was wasted seasons. We should have won the Super Bowl, in my humble opinion. Lamar Jackson had an opportunity this year with a really good football team, playing the best football we've ever seen him play, and not get to the AFC Championship game. That's a waste of a year, in my humble opinion. That's just me.
Somebody who hasn't wasted
said.
a year. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.